Hello. Hi. How are you guys doing? Hi, thank you so much for tuning in. If you're new here, hello, I'm FEARSONA, you can call me Sona, and I'm your friendly neighborhood true crime VTuber, here to give you full body chills. Also, I do have a question for you guys, like before we begin the case, before we get to the spooky stuff, do you guys enjoy eating hot dogs? You won't enjoy it anymore. So I do have a fun fact for you. Did you guys know that the term dog has been used as a synonym for a sausage since the 1800s? And there's a reason why. Because there were accusations that sausage makers used dog meat in their sausages, and actually in the early 20th century, the consumption of dog meat was pretty common in Germany. And sometimes the suspicion that, you know, sausages contained dog meat was kind of justified, because it did. Enjoy your next hot dog. You are welcome. Oh, poppers, no, yeah, unfortunately, that is true. Okay. But thank you so much for tuning in, and yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed today's stream. I do have a pretty spooky ghostly case today for you, and yeah, if you were having a good day, then I am about to ruin it for you. I'm never eating hot dogs again. I mean, they probably don't use dog meat in hot dogs anymore, probably. Also, General Butterscotch, thank you so much for being a member for 3 months, and congratulations. It's okay, guys. They only use Chihuahua meat. Oh yeah, okay. Chihuahuas are not dogs. Chihuahuas are demons. They are spawns of Satan, so that's okay. No, I'm kidding. It's you know, it's not okay to use Chihuahuas in hot dogs. But yeah, I'd say probably don't use it anymore. I mean, probably, maybe. They only use rat meat, so it's okay. And probably like rat droppings and, you know, mice droppings, so enjoy your hot dog. Okay, you guys, I think we can just jump right into it. This is the last stream of the week. We did have a stream on Patreon yesterday. We talked about some cryptids, some like pretty obscure cryptids, and I didn't. I enjoyed it a lot because there was this one picture. So I talked about the Loveland frogman. Yes, that's a thing. That's a cryptid from Ohio. And we did saw this like very compelling evidence. You guys, if you are there are Patreon members in my chat, so they can tell you. We had one picture that was very compelling evidence in HD, caught in 4K, and it was glorious. So they can tell you, but that's a secret, you know. It was a secret. It was a very secret stream, and you guys just, you know, don't tell too much. Don't say too much, because that's a secret. It's a secret stream. All right, are you guys ready? Are we ready? I think we're ready. Loveland frogman, yeah. Frogman living in Ohio. Okay. Poor Mothman got claimed by someone. What? Yeah, I saw that. No, I reposted that. Like, if you follow my Twitter account, you've probably seen it. But yeah, someone put a tramp stamp on Mothman. What the fuck? It's a sacrilege. They caught my boy. Okay, you guys, are you ready? Are you ready? Let's go. Let's do this. Let me change the music. And let's get right into it. So, how much do you guys know about doppelgangers? Because that's what we're talking about today. Have you ever met someone who looked kind of strikingly similar to another person in your life? Or maybe you've met a person that looked exactly like you. So you might think that it's not such a strange thing. I mean, there's billions of people on this planet, and there's likely plenty of people that look very similar to others, right? Lookalikes. But what if I told you that this is not simply someone who kind of looks like you? It is another you. And this other you brings a very dark message. So doppelgangers are distinct from the so-called dead ringers, so dead ringers are unrelated individuals that bear a striking resemblance but have different lives. So again, a lookalikes, not lookalike. Well, I mean lookalikes, right? So dead ringers are just coincidental similarities, while doppelgangers are exact replicas of individuals, a ghostly reflection. The term doppelganger is derived from German, and it means double walker. And it refers to individuals who are exactly the same as the person they are emulating, often considered an ill omen with potential implications of impending doom. Death. Yeah, lovely. So today we're talking about the case of Emily Sagée. And it is a perfect example, yet incredibly spine-chilling example of a doppelganger haunting or phenomenon, I guess. So Emily Sagée, that's how you spell her name, I'm sorry if I mispronounced it, she was a 32-year-old French woman from Dijon, and she was born in Dijon, and on 3rd of January, sorry, I just messed my notes up. So she was born in Dijon on January 3rd, 1813, and she was also a very respected school teacher. Teaching was her passion, teaching was her life. She was great at her job, and her students absolutely loved her, whichever school she worked at, right? But there is something strange about her career, because you see, over the span of 16 years, Emily worked at 19 different schools. Despite being well-liked and a very good teacher, she faced frequent job terminations, which led to speculation about her abilities and personality. So when Emily applied for a teaching position at a Latvian boarding school, and this is the name of the boarding school, I do not know how to pronounce it, I apologize, so you guys will have to just, I think it's like Pensionnat of Nieuwelk? Nieuwelk? I'm sorry, this is, difficult name. Okay, so when she applied for this position, like in this Latvian school, right? Like it was, I think it was very close. The school is very close to, well, I mean, supposedly the location of the school was close to Riga in Latvia. So the information about her frequent job relocations and like changes raised some concerns. So the school board, they were worried that she was not a reliable employee and she would depart before the end of her employment contract. However, the real reason of her inability to remain in one position for a long time appeared or emerged only weeks after she began her tenure, and it unraveled a series of eerie incidents, because shortly after Emily's arrival, rumors began circulating among the students claiming sightings of Emily in multiple locations at the same time. And one such incident occurred when Sagée was teaching a class of 13 students, and her back was turned to her class while writing on the board, and suddenly an identical replica of Emily appeared, mimicking her actions, writing on the board, but without, she was independent of the original Emily, and while Emily wrote on the blackboard, the other one just mimicked the gestures without chalk. So this marked only the beginning of a series of unexplained occurrences that were scaring the students. Over time, students reported witnessing Sagée's double, kind of both imitating her actions precisely and behaving differently. One notable incident involved the student Anthony de Rangel being helped by Sagée. So when Anthony turned to look in the mirror, she saw not one but two Emilys. One was helping her with sewing the dress, and because that was like a sewing class, And so one Emily was helping her, right? And the other one was like mirroring the actions without actual physical contact, standing behind them. So it was completely different, right? And, you know, the student was terrified because she's like, what is happening? The interesting part was that Emily did not seem to even see the ghost. Well, the ghost, the other Emily, right? Like, she didn't see it. Everyone else saw it, just not Emily. On another occasion, Emily's doppelganger would just position itself behind her chair during meals, like in the cafeteria, perfectly mimicking her eating gestures, except standing. So Emily was sitting down eating her lunch, and the doppelganger was standing behind her without the plate, without the food, right? Like, but she was mimicking the gestures. And then conversely, Sagée would, you know, rise from her chair, she would stand up and leave the room, but the double would just stay there and just do nothing and just stand there. So another incident occurred when Emily fell ill with influenza. A student visited Emily in her room, offering to read to her just to, like, you know, lift her spirits a little bit because Emily was very sick. However, as the student sat beside her and began reading, they suddenly noticed Emily, the original Emily, becoming very stiff, very pale and dazed. Concerned, the student asked her if she was feeling worse, if she was okay, if she needed any help, and Emily told her no. But right then, upon glancing to the side, the student witnessed the other Emily pacing the room, while the real Emily remained, you know, in bed, lied down, and oblivious to the doppelganger's presence. So again, Emily did not see the apparition, the other apparition. And the apparition seemed to possess its own consciousness at times, engaging in activities completely different from Sagée's, right? Like, so here, the apparition was just pacing kind of nervously around the room while Emily was in bed, sick. And then the most remarkable event occurred during a gathering of all 42 students of the boarding school in a spacious hall. So that day, the students gathered in the hall to practice embroidery together. And they were supervised by another teacher. They weren't supervised by Emily, right? So at some point, the teacher that was leading the session left the room for a short while. And she, you know, obviously she stood up from her seat, she left the room. And just then, Sagée's doppelganger appeared in an empty armchair, you know, of the teacher's armchair within the room. The students noted that even though Emily just suddenly appeared and sat before them, they could also at the same time see Emily in the garden picking flowers. Like, they could actually see her at the same time. They saw the doppelganger in the classroom, but they would also see Emily outside through the windows. And the only difference was that, you know, the Emily in the garden started moving considerably slower, as if she was suddenly like drained out of energy and like fatigued. And then eventually, so the doppelganger was just kind of sitting there, not doing anything. The doppelganger was just sitting there staring at the students, right? Like, or staring into space, as if staring into space. So eventually, two girls, brave enough to approach the other Emily in the classroom, reported feeling a slight resistance when they attempted to touch the doppelganger to kind of like, oh, wake her up, because they thought, okay, let's try to wake this doppelganger up from this, I don't know, like this daze. But when they tried to touch the doppelganger, they just kind of were met with a resistance, and they described it as similar to the texture of fine muslin or crepe. And the apparition eventually disappeared, and the original Sagée resumed her activities in the garden. You know, like she wasn't no longer appearing, like she was no longer appearing tired and fatigued. And the school documented that on that particular day, right, the same day, Emily had wished, like she mentioned to someone that she had wished she were teaching indoors at the exact moment her doppelganger was sighted. right? So she mentioned like, oh, I wish I weren't, you know, I wasn't here in the garden. Like, I wish I was teaching the class. And at that very moment, the doppelganger appeared in the class. So this was suggesting kind of like a bizarre link between Emily's desires and the manifestation of the apparition, right? Like the apparition just appeared in the classroom. So yeah, puzzlingly, the students who dared to, you know, interact with the doppelganger recounted that, again, like their hands just met with the resistance, but the figure remained silent, like as if it also didn't see them in the classroom. So after this incident, it didn't actually take long for parents to become aware of these incidents, this like ghastly incidents at the boarding school. Many of the students found those incidents scary and distressing. So this caused their parents to express concern about leaving them in school's care, particularly in Emily's care, right? As a result, only 12 out of the initial 42 students remained after 18 months. Like they just kind of started quitting after a break, holiday break or something. They would just not return. Despite the director's determination to retain Sagée, right, like retain Emily, because she was a good teacher. She was very qualified. She was passionate about her job, but you know, like they couldn't really fight parents on that because it was weird. It was kind of scary. So the school's attendance like just steadily declined, and so the board decided to part ways with Emily. They decided to fire her, right? And after leaving the school, Sagée lived with her. Like it is known that Emily lived for a time with her sister-in-law, who had young children, and these children also reported seeing two Emilys, and subsequently, you know, like the children were scared, the family was scared, so eventually Emily left for Russia, I think, and was never heard of again. Okay, so this story comes from this 1860 book titled Footfalls on the Boundary of Another World by Robert Dale Owen. So the story was told to the author, because like you might think, okay, this story comes from a book, right? Like it's not real, but it is. The author claims that this is actually a real case, and it was told to him by the lady Julie, Mademoiselle Julie, a former student at the boarding school where Sagée was working, right? Like where Emily worked. So she might be, you know, like Julie might be the only single witness of the incident recorded by name. However, both Julie and Robert Owen were involved in were known to be involved in the spiritual community. And Julie most likely at the time she told the story to Robert. So, and Julie's brother was also kind of involved and interested in like mystics and supernatural and, you know, spirits and seances. So, I mean, take that as you will. This is allegedly a real story. And there was like some confirmation about the location of the school. So the school existed. So, you know, take it as you will. However, Julie's encounter and Emily Sagée's case were not the only incidents like this in history. Buckle up, because some of the sightings happened to extremely prominent figures, historical figures, and each one gets more and more spine-chilling. Was she from the Theosophical Society? I'm not sure, but I know that she was a daughter, like Julie was a daughter of a baron, and like this was recorded, this is actually confirmed. And her brother, like who inherited the title, like he was known to be interested in kind of like spiritual community. So, you know, again, take it as you will. Supposedly it is a real story. Okay. As for other incidents, because this is, again, as I said, this is not the only incident involving doppelgangers that happened in history. So in 1612, there was this famous English poet by the name of John Donne, and he saw his wife's doppelganger during their stay in Paris on the very night of the stillbirth of their daughter. And the story was later documented in the 1675 edition of Life of Dr. Rizwan Rising. And this is what it says. This is the account. Quote, 2 days after their arrival there, Mr. Donne was left alone in that room in which Sir Robert and he and some other friends had dinner together. To this place, Sir Robert returned within half an hour, and as he left, so he found Mr. Donne alone, but in such ecstasy that, and so altered as to his looks, as amazed Sir Robert to behold him in so much that he earnestly desired Mr. Donne to declare befallen him in the short time of his absence. To which Mr. Donne was not able to make a present answer, but after a long and perplexing pause, did at least say, I have seen a dreadful vision since I saw you. I have seen my dear wife pass twice by me through this room with her hair hanging about her shoulders and a dead child in her arms. This I have seen since I saw you. To which Sir Robert replied, Sure, sir. You have slept since I saw you, and this is the result of some melancholy dream, which I desire you to forget, for you are now awake. To which Mr. Donne's reply was, I cannot be surer that I now live, that I have not slept since I saw you, and am assured that at her second appearing she stopped, looked me in the face, and vanished. End quote. I know it's kind of messy. I know it's kind of hard to understand because it's for me it's hard to understand because it's written in some sort of like ye old English, but yes. So the wife vanished the second time. She just looked at her husband and she disappeared, right? Okay, so off topic. Off topic. I found FEARSONA's channel. I find FEARSONA's channel is really well done. Hey, thank you. The music, set dressing, the avatar as well are well made. Yeah, thank you so much. As well as the great host and monitors that keep everything running nice. Thank you guys. You are welcome. But also occasional scuff and me fumbling on words. Because English is hard. Apologies. John Donne was big into the occult. Yeah, he was big into the occult. So again, take that as you will, kind of. But it was documented. It is documented. So I don't know. Maybe he was on acid. Who knows? A lot of people were on acid back then. Okay, so another such case happened to this renowned German writer, and you might know him, Johann Wolfgang von Goethe. I apologize if I mispronounced the name. He's the author of Faust, and also I know the title. Shit, I know the title in Polish. Werther's. No, wait. The Suffering of the young Werther. Werther. I don't. Cierpienia młodego Wertera. Fuck, I know the title in Polish. Anyway, but he is a pretty famous author and writer. So there's this passage in Goethe's autobiography titled Poetry and Truth. And in this passage, he reported seeing his doppelganger once. So according to the account, one day, Goethe's servant, Friedrich, claimed to have seen Goethe entering the main entrance of the house while at the same time witnessing him in the garden. Puzzled by this, Friedrich sought clarification from Goethe, who calmly asserted that he had not left his study. He was in his study all this time. And then, on the same day, as he was riding towards the town of Drusenheim, I think that's how you pronounce it, sorry, Goethe sees himself, at one point, he sees himself also riding on horseback, but in the opposite direction. And the apparition was dressed in a completely different outfit, one which Goethe didn't even have in his closet. Like, he knew, I don't have this outfit. Why is this person, or why is this me riding in the opposite direction in a completely different outfit? Like, this is, you know, it must be some hallucination. And then only short moments later, the figure completely vanished. And then in his account, in this account, Goethe also described that the incident, you know, was kind of like this moment, like he felt profound unease, and he suggested that it was more than a mere optical illusion or a fleeting glimpse. Like, he wasn't asleep. He was on his way to another town. You know, he was alone. He was on horseback. He wasn't sleeping. He didn't take any acid. I mean, allegedly, I don't know. Maybe he took acid. And then the doppelganger was said to have appeared so vividly and distinctly that it left a lasting impression on Goethe, right? And this is actually not the end of the story, because 8 years after this encounter, after that day, Goethe found himself riding on the same path, and suddenly he realized that he was wearing the exact same outfit as his doppelganger was wearing in the vision 8 years ago. So, was this a premonition of what was going to happen? Was this apparition a time travel, or was it like an apparition from a different timeline? The future timeline, right? So he just realized, like, oh shit, I'm wearing the same outfit. Okay, so another sighting. This is possibly like the most interesting one, I would say, like aside from Emily Sagée. But this is probably the most interesting one. So another doppelganger incident documented in history was that of none other than Abraham Lincoln, the 16th president of the United States. Believe it or not, this is also recorded. So the incident is often cited as a premonition of Lincoln's assassination. One evening, shortly after his election for the office in 1860, as Lincoln was about to retire for the night, he took a glance at himself in the mirror, and instead of one reflection, he saw two, with one face beside the other. And as he attempted to show this apparition to his wife, the doppelganger would suddenly disappear. And Lincoln saw his look-alike in the mirror 3 times, like he was trying to show it to his wife, but noted to his wife that his twin looked much older than him. He looked much more tired and haggard, almost ghostly, like he looked kind of dead. While Mary Todd was at first worried about his behavior, you know, Abraham's behavior, she took the vision as a sign that he would serve 2 terms as the president of the United States, but would die before the end of the second one. Also, Rain, thank you so much for the supa. Is it just me, or would anyone here would do the Spider-Man meme when confronting their doppelganger? Oh no! It was supposed to be. Listen, you're ruining my spooky mood. I'm laughing. You made me laugh. Damn it. I was going to be serious at this stream. I was going to be like, you know, yes, we're talking about something scary. Don't make me laugh. Yeah, you guys are making me laugh. Damn it. Nice. Nice. Oh god. Okay. Okay, so this is the second, well, this is the Lincoln sighting, right? Like the Lincoln doppelganger. Pretty spooky. So this was kind of like foreshadowing of his assassination. Like you would take that like as the doppelganger was a bad omen. Like it brought the message. It brought the message that in the future, in the near future, Lincoln is gonna die, right? Then we have another documented historical account of Catherine the Great, the Empress of Russia, having an encounter with her doppelganger. One night, just as Catherine had retired to her chambers, one of her servants walking past the throne room saw Catherine, that they just had seen in another part of the castle, saw Catherine, like, so now they're seeing her sitting on her throne. She's back, she's dressed in her like normal day clothes, right? Like, whatever, gown, and, you know, with all her jewels adorned with her jewels, and she's sitting on her throne. The problem is that, you know, they also just saw the queen, the empress, in a completely different part of the castle in her bedroom. So it was not possible. It was impossible that in such a short time, she somehow walked back into her throne room. And upon hearing about the imposter, Catherine ordered the guards to shoot the intruder, right? But when they attempted to do so, the doppelganger disappeared. Several weeks later, the empress died of a stroke. Spooky. That is very spooky. So all of these cases lead us to a question. What exactly are doppelgangers, and how does their presence affect us, right? Some theories... Wait, before I go to the theories, because you guys are making me laugh. LOL. So anyway, I started that. Why? Jesus, why? Oh god. That is not very... What? That is not a very... What? Cash money of the doppelganger. Yes, no. What does the little Sona laughing mean? The little Sona laughing means impending doom. Okay, next doppelganger. Mr. Scratch. Alan Wake's doppelganger. What? Wait, is that real, or are you just like joking? Sona with giggles. Yeah, Sona with spooky cases and giggles, because you guys, I can't keep a straight face like in those cases. Damn. Okay, theories. You guys, we gotta talk about the theories. So, what are the doppelgangers, right? Like, what are doppelgangers, and how do they affect us? Some theories. One theory proposed that doppelgangers are astral projections, which astral projections are manifestations of powerful thoughts and desires. This is actually very prominent in Emily Sagée's case, right? Because she, on at least one occasion, she would express the desire to be inside or outside, or, you know, like eat something, being hungry, and suddenly the doppelganger would appear in that exact situation, right? So like in the garden, the situation in the garden where she was in the garden, but she said, oh, I wish I was teaching a class right now, and suddenly the doppelganger appeared in the classroom in front of the students, just sitting there, kind of, I don't know, like as if it was the desire of Emily to be there with them. The other experiences, like Goethe's encounter, so the writer who saw his other self riding horseback wearing a different outfit, they hint at a potential crossover of realities and timelines, meaning his doppelganger was himself from the future, right, from a different timeline in the future, and it was kind of predicting what's gonna happen. But a very innocent prediction, right? Just him riding on horseback and wearing a different outfit. So it wasn't very harmful, right, to him. But there is another interpretation, right, of the spectral, like the look-alike. It suggests that they are an omen of an illness or death, like in Lincoln's case, the assassination, or Catherine the Great's case, the stroke. Well, it's safe to say that there is definitely no hard evidence to prove the existence of doppelgangers beyond reasonable doubt. We can prove the existence of lookalikes, right? Like strikingly similar people, so dead ringers maybe. But we can't really prove so far the existence of doppelgangers, because no one took a picture, no one took a photo, you know, back then, like at least in Emily Sagée's case, or Lincoln's case, or Goethe's case, right? But it is not easy to dismiss, considering the number of cases and number of reported cases, and just how chilling they were, to the point where people were traumatized. I mean, if I saw my doppelganger, I would just like be vibing with them. Why? I think if I saw my doppelganger, I would be like, so I got you some toothpaste, hi. Here. Or like, so what are we afraid of? Like, do you have any other fears unlocked? I would just ask them, like, hey, do we have any new fears? Or are you from the future? Can you tell me my new fears that are gonna be unlocked soon? What you wouldn't invite? What, you wouldn't invite your doppelganger to some brewskis? Sure, but I don't think they would interact with you. Also, oftentimes, at least in Emily Sagée's case, like she couldn't see her doppelganger. She actually couldn't see it. So maybe it was like a different doppelganger than Lincoln's, right? Like Lincoln's was, oh, the omen of death. Catherine the Great, same thing, right? Like they could see it. They could all see it. But Emily couldn't see hers. Also, I just realized, I'm sorry, I just realized something about this picture. Do you guys see that there are like chicken feet taped to the wall behind this lady? This is not Emily Sagée, by the way, but it's a nice picture to kind of represent her case. But yeah, I just noticed that there are chicken feet. Like, those are chicken feet, right? Like, I'm not crazy. Like, they are just in the... What? In the world? Yeah. Oh my god, I didn't know. I just noticed that. Well, as if this picture did not look creepy enough. Now it looks so much creepier. And there are chicken legs on the drawer, on the dresser, too. Oh, okay then. Okay then. Okay, that's a weird picture. Okay. This is so much scarier than and I used it for the thumbnail. Lovely, great. This is awesome. I thought they were flying frogs. No, they're chicken legs. Cool. I think they are chicken legs. I don't. They are, right? Like they're not like dog legs or anything. No, it seems like they have like three toes, so it's fine. Oh yeah, so it's fine. So it's fine if it's like chicken legs. Okay. So it's definitely, you know, like it's as for doppelgangers, it's definitely difficult to determine their exact purpose or nature, because in every case the cases were similar but sort of different, right? Like sometimes doppelganger would manifest itself to everyone else around you but not to you. In other cases, it was visible to everyone in the room, including the original version, right? Like the owner of the doppelganger, if you could call it that. And they do seem to act differently in each case, right? Okay, and that is actually it. That's actually the end of this case. That was a very short case. Let me chat with you guys a little bit. Let me just change the music, because it feels scary. But yeah, I think I found well, I mean, Emily's case was definitely scary. It's one of the scarier ones. Oh man, yeah, like it's a very short case. I was going to talk about more of them, but I think these are just the most prominent ones that I could like find more information on, at least. Sona doesn't see the vision. Ah! Don't scare me. Also, it is another new fear unlocked. Mirrors. Damn it. I mean, mirrors were scary already, but like now I'm gonna be afraid to look in the mirror at all, because like every time when you look in the mirror, you might not only see yourself, you might see another you. So you are welcome. Good luck looking in the mirror next time. Also, you might, I mean, who knows, maybe the doppelganger is with you right now and you're not aware of it because you can't see it, like Emily. Mirrors, portal to another dimension. Yeah, I was already scared of mirrors, so so damn it, now I'm just scared of mirrors for a new reason. Jose, thank you so much for the supa. My grandma did the feet on the wall at my What? What? My grandma did the feet on the wall at my family's house too. She said it brings good luck. What? How? What? How? I thought like rabbit feet. Like rabbit feet aren't they like bunny feet are just kind of like luck charm, good luck charm? Which also fucked up, by the way, but chicken legs? Why though? Wait, I mean, yeah, maybe it's a tradition that I don't know about, but sure, kind of scary. Oh, left rabbit foot. Okay, so left rabbit foot. I thought it was like both. If you see 2 in your mirror, it is called 2 in 1. Is it called 2 in 1? 2 for 1. I'm like, no, I don't want it. Oh God, beat me. I have no clue. Damn, that's an interesting tradition, but also kind of scary. Sona, look up fetch in folklore. Fetch in folklore? I don't want to. What? Where fetch in folklore? Is this gonna be something scary? Oh, fetch. Okay. Fetch is a supernatural double or apparition of a living person in Irish folklore. It is likely akin to the doppelganger. Oh, interesting. So it is kind of similar. So it is similar. I guess there are different terms for the doppelganger, right? Like there is like double walker or dead ringer that is look-alike, but also considered doppelganger sometimes. Okay. Well, I didn't know about this, so nice. Nice. Thank you so much. And in case I meet my doppelganger, I should be prepared just in case something happens. Just in case something happens to me. Just be prepared. Be prepared. Always be prepared. My mom thought it was a curse until she asked her. Oh, lovely. It's like, Grandma, for years, for like 2 decades, Grandma, are you trying to tell us something? Are you trying to curse us? Are you done with us? Like, do you want us gone? Like, what is happening? And Grandma, like all this time, you thought like, Jesus, Grandma hates us. Gran hates us. She wants us gone, and you know she's cursing us whenever we are with her at home. And she's just like, no, this is a good luck. I was trying to protect you guys, ungrateful little shits. Yeah, I can see my grandma doing that and like not saying, being cryptic about it and like not saying anything for years and years, and then be like, okay, well, Grams hates me, like she wants me gone, and then she's like, wait, you stupid. Rosa, you missed it. Yeah, you missed it. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. This was actually a pretty short case, so yeah, like I was just kind of you know, I went through it very fast. Because it's not that much information. I guess I could have. No, it's yeah, like that was about right. That was actually about the amount of information that I could find. So unfortunately, I think How I Met Your Mother had something with doppelganger. Yeah, well, I mean, they didn't have like, well, kind of doppelgangers, but like more like lookalikes. Like they were looking for the lookalikes, and they found like several of them. Eric, thank you so much for the super. Here's my Dopp story. Note, I never saw it, so yeah. Have you guys seen your doppelganger? I don't think I have. Like, I don't. Well, I mean, no, I like, if anything, maybe like a. No, I've never seen like my lookalike, unless like my sister. I guess my sister, but we are not. I mean, I don't see it. Like my friends or like my family, they say like, oh, you know, you look like your sister. But I'm just like, no, I just don't see it. And they're like, yeah, no, you guys look similar. I'm like, I see nothing. I see zero. I don't see that. Also, we don't sound the same. Some people say like that I sound like my mom. I'm like, what? My voice is or like my sister, like like my friends would say, oh, you guys like on the phone, like you guys sound the same. I'm like, what? No, we don't sound anything. Stop it. Onesan. Yeah. Anesona. Anesona doesn't sound like me. What is going on? Well, I mean, we just finished the case, so that is going on. Now I'm just chatting. I have ghost stories, but no doppelganger stories. Oh yeah, like I mean, I don't really have ghost stories. Like some maybe weird encounters that I had, but like I wouldn't say it was a ghost. I would say it was just me thinking too much, and then just, yeah. So what? I didn't see your story. Wait, hold up. Oh, I saw it. Okay. My bro entered the kitchen, saw me and said, surprise, what the fuck? I just saw you in your room a second ago. You were sitting on the bed with your head down. I thought you were being a little weirdo. What? Oh, kind of scary. That was doppelganger. I mean, if you consider the stories that I told you just now, that could have been a doppelganger. No wonder my blood is blue and tastes like blueberries. What the heck? It's an imposter. Shai is an imposter. Oh no! Who's an imposter in my chat? I got told that I have a lot of people who look like me. It has gotten me in trouble a few times. I mean, there are stories, right? Like, there are stories of people who are very, like, strikingly similar lookalikes, and they would just, like, be arrested for someone else's crimes, for example. And it would be like, what? Like, I didn't do nothing. Technically, everyone heard the quote, "You look like your father slash mother." Yeah. Yeah, but it's just like, excuse me. Like, why? No, I'm my own person. That's not a compliment. That is not a compliment. Unless, like, oh, unless they say, like, oh, you look like XYZ, insert a hot person. Then I'll be like, this is great. Yeah, exactly. I look exactly like that. The craziest thing that I've heard from my friends and coworkers, like, in Japan, which was, like, I don't know, maybe they have, like, I don't know, like, skewed, sort of, they had, like, a skewed image of myself. But I heard, this is gonna be, okay, it's gonna sound stupid, but, because it's just not true. But they said, like, so, like, a couple of my coworkers in Japan, like, ex-coworkers in Japan would say, like, oh, you remind me so much of, this is gonna be stupid, but, like, and I'm not bragging, this is not me bragging or anything, like, I genuinely thought it was stupid, because I'm like, what? But they would say, like, oh, you remind me so much of Scarlett Johansson. And I'm like, what? No. Like, which part of my nails? Like, that's the on my toenails? Like, that's the only one I can think of. Like, maybe our toenails are the same. Yeah, I look very different, but okay. They were just like, oh no, like, just because I have, like, I don't know, like, wait, does Scarlett Johansson have blue eyes? Actually, because I have, maybe that. Oh yeah, she does. Okay. Yeah, that's the only thing I can think of. That's it. That's an interesting hot sauna confirm. What? No. That's the point. That's the thing. Like, I do not look like that. But okay. I think it's because, like, oh, I don't know. Maybe her eyes or, like, her noses, sort of, but not really. Like, that's not how I look. I mean, you guys, do I look like Scarlett Johansson? I mean, tell me. Yeah? No? Okay, should I wear, like, Black Widow costume? Like, am I gonna appear in the next Marvel movie? I would not. This is like a career suicide. But yeah. Bombshell Sonic. No! Oh god, no! Pink version, yes. Pink version of Scarlett Johansson, sure. No, I do not. I just do not. But yeah, I mean, maybe, I don't know, maybe, do I? I mean, yeah, people say I look like Scarlett Johansson, especially in the nose, especially my toes. Oh god. Black Widow cosplay? Yes, do it. Perhaps. Fear in the next DC movie confirmed. I would do that if I wanna, sure. But like, if I saw that the script is like super woke, I would be like, no, thank you. I'm okay. Scarlett Johansson with red hair is both a Black Widow and FEARSONA. Oh shit. Okay. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I am wrong. Never mind. What would your powers be? Unlocking people's fears, or interesting facts that are disturbing and people can't recover for like a day. That's my, I would just be like, did you know? And the person would just be like, what? New fear unlocked. Yeah, I'm unlocking people's new fears. That's it. With interesting facts. That would be my power. Summoning Mothman. Oh, maybe. Oh, yeah. I could be summoning Mothman. The Mothman. So, yeah. Or controlling moths. And they just attack. Be like, attack! Sona's powers an axe, telling fun facts, and shin kicking. What? Sure, why not? I mean, I could see myself that. Sona, the scarecrow from Batman. I think I would like, yeah, I would unlock people's new fears with scary facts. And then I would also control them, like summon the Mothman. And that's it. I don't have to fight. The Mothman fights for me. But yeah, that would be interesting. Yeah, but like just for the record, this was like the weirdest kind of sort of compliment I got in my life, and I was just like, yeah, I don't really, but sure. But it's just like, yeah, I do have blue eyes, like, yeah, like kind of bluish greenish, like Scarlett Johansson. So I guess we have that, and maybe perhaps with my toes are similar. So I don't know, maybe. Sona would be absolutely a great scarecrow. A new Sona toxin where she just instills new fears into people. I mean, I could take that. I'll take that. Oh god. And Rosa, I don't know if he's actually looking at Shai Shai or the tree besides Shai. What? Hold up. No, I've never met an unattractive person with blue eyes. Just saying. I don't know. I look like a potato. I would like to think myself as a potato. That's it. Hey, Primrosa! Congratulations! Happy early birthday. Almost my birthday. And also a member for 6 months. So thank you so much for being a member. If you're interrogating a villain, if you don't tell me where the drugs are, I will bore you with 10,000 random facts and also disturbing facts. So you will come out of this interview, out of this interrogation scarred for life. Just say. You will never eat a hot dog ever again. Like, did you know? Do you guys? I would just like come in to interrogate the villain and be like, hey, did you like hot dogs? Interesting. Like, fun. Okay, that's nice. That's nice. Get ready. Like I mentioned in your previous videos, I've subscribed to your channel because of an ad. Yeah! The ads are working. The power of ads. Okay, you guys. I will be taking a break, obviously, after this because it was a disturbing case again, and I need to recover. Also, I haven't been able to sleep very well because I don't know, like I've been thinking too much. My brain was just kind of waking me up, saying something like, "Hey, remember that embarrassing thing you did 3 years ago? Let's think about it. Let's talk about this." Yeah, my brain does this sometimes. It just like wakes up like, hey, so let's talk about that embarrassing thing that you did 3 to 5 years ago, and yeah, you will never forget this because I will not let you, and you will not sleep for the next week. Joker Sona telling hot dog facts to the innocent. Hey, that's my special talent. I hate when that happens. I know, right? It's terrible. Random 3 a.m. thoughts are the worst. They are the worst. Like, it's not even like 3 a.m. It's just like, I'm trying to go to bed and the brain's just like, haha, that's cute. No, that's not what we do here. This is not what we do here. General Butterscotch, thank you so much for the supa. After learning about what chicken nuggets and Pringles are made of, I wanted to eat them even more. Wait, what are wait, hold up. What are wait, am I gonna regret this? What? I mean, aren't Pringles made of potatoes? What are Pringles made of? Am I missing something? Like, am I gonna regret this? I mean, Oh, it's like potato content, like 42%. So they're not really potato chips because they don't qualify because they are like made of less than 50% potato content. Which is kind of actually potato dough, sort of. Okay, well, I mean, so potato chips, Pringles are not really potato chips. So, so yeah. Multiple Shai Shais? Jesus, that's a disaster asking to happen. A fierce brain at night. Ha! No sleep from you, psych! No. Yeah, my brain at night is just like... Sleep? Haha, that's cute. That's cute. No, you're not sleeping. We're thinking about stuff today. We're getting to the bottom of stuff. Wonder how hot dogs get their name. Oh, yeah. Joker Sona. Yeah, wonder how hot dogs get their name. Oh, buckle up. Oh, goodness. Oh, I ain't that bad. What? Sleep, never heard of her. Sona, Luffy. What's going on? Okay, you guys. And okay, so this is the last stream. Nope, they're made of some kind of starch. Yeah, like it's kind of like corn and potato starch. It's like 40%, 42% potato content. That's what it says. 42% potato content. So it doesn't say potatoes. It's like, oh, potato content. So it's not specifically like potatoes. That's kind of messed up. That's kind of messed up because they're like, oh, you know, it's Sona, are you a doppelganger? I have so many doppelgangers. You guys have seen them. I mean, you've seen Grim, you've seen Imona, you've seen Oppen, you've seen so many of us. Potato content does it stream? Yes, Pringles channel, potato content. Wait, what? Yeah, like it literally, like if you Google it, like it says 42% potato content. No, not you know, not potatoes. So take it as you will. And okay, so Big Slim subscribed. I mean, I would hope so. Oh, you mean to Pringles channel? Yeah, subscribe to potato content. I should start a channel potato content. Okay, you guys, this is actually the last stream of this week. I mentioned it at the beginning of the stream, the video. Oh shit! No. Yeah, I just turned off my music. Anyway, so this is the last stream of the week. I need to mentally recover from this week. The upcoming week, I think I'm gonna take a break till I suppose Wednesday. Like on Wednesday, I'm gonna have another stream. And in the meantime, I hope I can work a little bit on the new design, on the new model, because I'm drawing it and I'm just like happy, unhappy. One day I'm happy, the next day I'm unhappy with the design. So this is great. It's going great, as you can tell. What else? We're gonna have a Patreon stream, sort of a hangout, with I think like Ruby and Diamond this time. Ruby and Diamond tiers. Or I don't know, I might think about like including Platinum again. But we're gonna be having a sort of podcast stream this upcoming week with my moderators and with Sorry, I just heard something and I was just like, is it my haunted printer again? Like turning on? Because like in the yesterday stream when I was having Patreon stream, my printer just like suddenly turned on and started making sounds, even though I wasn't using it. It's not even like physically connected to my, like it is plugged in, but it's not physically connected to my computer. So I was just like, what are you doing? Why do you do this to me? Yeah, my printer is haunted. Printed doppelganger, yeah. No, my printer was just like making sounds and I'm like, why do you do this to me? Why do you scare me? Why? I want to sleep at night. But I'm gonna take a few days, right? Like today, tomorrow. I also have to send a print, one more print. And what do I do? What am I doing? Oh yeah, so I'm gonna be back on Wednesday, I think. So the next stream is gonna be on Wednesday. I wanna kind of work on offline stuff, offline content. I wanna prepare for another case next week, possibly 2 cases, because I wanted to do maybe one on Patreon too. Although on Patreon, like Patreon stuff is gonna be, no, never mind. Patreon is gonna have like this hangout, but also a podcast stream with my mods and with my Patreon members, just talking about true crime and talking about cryptids. So we're gonna be just talking about like some cases. It's just gonna be like kind of chill podcast stream, but we will be talking about several cases, maybe like the most prominent one, the scariest ones that we know of. So yeah, tune in. It will be a mess and it will be interesting. New fear unlocked printers. Yep. New fear unlocked printers indeed. My printer. That is gonna be fun. Yeah, like I'm looking forward to it. This was an idea by Kronos and Arbiter. And yeah, like they shared the idea with me, so I appreciate it. And yeah, like I'm totally completely down. And I figured like we would try it. Okay, so welcome to the Sonacast. But yeah, so I'm gonna be I will be working on my new design too. on some other offline stuff, maybe a YouTube short, another YouTube short. I kind of wanted to make a couple of them, record some new stuff, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So you guys, thank you so much for today. I hope you enjoyed the stream. I hope you enjoyed the case. If you are interested in more cases, in more spooky stuff, in bonus streams, and in events, so like the print campaigns, merch campaigns, and also hangouts, events like hangouts, gaming hangouts, and so on. And if you're interested in helping this channel, keeping it alive, you know, supporting it directly, you can, with some benefits, right? Like with a lot of benefits, you can go over to my Patreon. The link is in the chat and also in the description of this video. And in advance, thank you so much to all of my Patreon members for supporting the channel. I should actually make this into, oh, actually, let me just change the, oh yeah, ta-da! The text at the bottom has my Patreon, so you can go check it out, subscribe. We have wallpapers too. Just saying, like not every month, but like every other month we have new wallpapers for your phone. So, hey. Okay, you guys, my friend said he is going to call a demon to my house. Why? Why would you do this? Tell your friend, don't be stupid. Don't be stupid. Don't call a demon to my house. Call the demon to your own house. I would just say that to my friend, like, hey, listen. My house is a demon-free zone, so please, no, please don't. Please don't. I'm gonna, yeah. Okay, that's it. Thank you so much, you guys, for tuning in today. I hope you enjoyed the stream. Stay safe out there. Always lock your doors and windows. Bury your hexes. Until the next time. Bye. Thank you for the super. Hey, did you know that Scotland's national animal is the unicorn? I actually did. Yeah, I did know that. Did you know that animals were put on trial in medieval times and they were routinely sentenced to death? I wonder why. You're welcome. You can live with that knowledge for the rest of your life. But you're welcome, and I'll see you guys in the next